Yes, this is our topic for the day. And one thing I would really like to talk about, because this would be interactive session, जिससे कि मैं कम बोलूं और अपनी ताकत सेव कर पाऊं और आप लोग मेरी हेल्प कर पाएं, but we'll try to keep it crisp and short because you know the reason. Okay, I hope you remember the reason. मैंने last session में ये बात बताई थी, so we'll be acting as a team today. Okay. Yes, let's talk about what does burnout means. What do you understand by burnout?
When we have used all our resources,
okay,
and we do not have enough to function more.
Certainly, that's a good one. Lovely. Let's see what have I written. Anyone who wishes to add anything? Let's see what have I written. Okay.
When we've lost the motivation, because as she said, after we've exhausted all our resources.
Yes, that does have an impact. Certainly. Yes.
Physically and emotionally, I mean, you're completely exhausted.
Certainly, that covers up everything. Like all three of you have covered up everything. Let's have a read what I've just written. So it's a psychological term where you have a long-term exhaustion and diminished interest of no matter what. A general wearing out from the pressures of work. When we talk about work, it is not just related to work. We are studying this topic in organizational IO psychology. But if we see the current scenario, approximately from last 2-3 years, we can clearly observe and see this, that it is not just students. It is not just, employee professionals or corporate professionals. Any person, whether it be the homemaker, whether it be students, whether it be, young children, whether it be teenagers, everyone has gone through this stage. My angel has also gone through the burnout. Okay. Trust me on this. It's not just us. Our pets are also in the burnout in the similar space. So if you hear her voice in next 5-7 minutes, understand that she's actually facing burnout, because I know that she will. Not kidding, but you can see, okay? So burnout is a state of emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion caused by excessive prolonged stress. What is a stress? Basically, when you're doing a lot of work and it is actually acting as, distress that is making you feel sad, making you feel upset, making you feel angry, making you feel any negative emotion, envy, jealousy, anything, that will have an impact, okay, here. It also occurs when you actually feel that you're so overwhelmed and you feel like, okay, there's so much workload, there's too much in my hand, and I'm not able to meet, the actions, I'm not able to meet my demands as, like, for example, if I feel, when I did flirted with burnout at once upon a time, okay, me and my dramatic scenes. Okay, so I did flirt with burnout at once upon a time, and during that time, I used to feel like, oh, I'm not a good daughter. I'm not able to be a good daughter to my parents. I'm not able to be a good sister to my, brother. I'm not able to be a good partner because I'm not able to, connect to him. I'm not able to actually give him that support he requires and needs. Plus, I'm not able to give that love and support which I need, and I'm not able to voice out what I need as well. I used to feel so lost, and I used to feel that, no one connects to me. You lose the interest with perspective to not only work, you lose the interest to anything and everything around you. Okay, anything and everything around you. That's how the burnout comes in. It reduces your productivity. It actually finishes your energy. You're almost anytime when you talk about, like, this is a word I used to use at that point of time. When anyone would ask me, how are you? I would say, Zinda hu. Anyone who comes to me would ask me, hi Anukriti, how are you? I'm like, Zinda. That means, I finished my energy. I'm just going with day to day. That made me, at one point, and that's how people would respond. They would have different spaces and situations around it, but yeah, completely around it, okay? Completely in this scenario. So you feel helpless, hopeless, completely pessimistic. No one is right and nothing is going right as well. And would be having, moments of irritation and anger, like every second. Something goes wrong and you really want to, you change into a fire-spitting dragon. Yeah, eventually you would feel that you have nothing more to give. You just do not want to talk. You just do not want to say anything, express anything. You just want to be silent, like dead silent. That's how burnout makes you feel, okay? Let's talk about, okay, so this is how it looks like. Most of us have days Okay, there would be some days when we feel bored, overloaded, and appreciated. Let alone that days come once in a month or twice in a month. It's completely fine to feel that way. But if you feel like most of the time, if you're having like when we talk about 7 days in a week, and you're feeling like this for at least 4 to 5 days, you may be flirting with burnout. And I like this word. Okay, I actually say flirting with burnout rather than, facing burnout, because it gives a little less impact, because the way you actually express things, that has an impact too with your inner self. So, when you're having any concerns with yourself, rather than, that's how I put it, flirting with burnout. I'm not flirting with burnout anymore, healed long back. So